Alright guys, so this is a quick video. I didn't really see that many online, so let me show you really quickly. I have these terrible Lippert LED strips, and I went out and bought the exact same thing off of Amazon, but I don't really care to have the changing lights and stuff like that, so all I'm going to do is basically replace this. So I went online, I'll show you guys what I purchased, and got the same thing. Now unfortunately you do have to cut these. I had to measure it just to see how much I needed to take off, but let me just show this to you here. If you take this out, you can see the connections for the lights. I'm gonna use the same wires from the old LED strip. I basically had to cut this out because once you glue this in here, it's really hard to get out. So I'm just gonna cut these wires down a little bit, and I'm just gonna install the new ones on, and then we're gonna go from there. But that's pretty much all you have to do. But like I said, I just measured, and now I just have to cut it down. So they have these little lines here where you can cut it at, and I think I have to take off, oh gosh, I forgot, I think it's like 36 inches. So I'll just take off 36 inches for now, and it should be fine. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut down this wire here because I don't need this much. So let's go ahead and get that done. I forgot to set all this up for you guys, but I was just in a rush. But the LED strip came in like this little plastic piece here, and it's all bent up, so you really can't use it. So I just slid out the LED strip, and it came up really easily. So just wanted to show it to you guys before we got started. Alright, just made my cut here, and you can see it's perfect. So this side is protected. I thought I was going to have to add some silicone or something to this, but you don't need to. If it makes you feel better, you can, but it's pretty much protected. So this is all the excess. Now what I recommend you do is figure out how sticky this is, and as you're putting it through that holder up there, you can kind of pull it back, because this might be really sticky. It's not that sticky. You know, it's not that sticky actually, guys. So you can go ahead and take off this backing here as you're putting it into the sleeve up top, and it shouldn't be hard to do. So let's go ahead and put it up there, and then I'll show you guys what we're gonna do next. All right, so there it is. I got it back up there, and now all we have to do now is just cut these wires down and then connect them to the butts on the other end, and we're pretty much done. Let me show you what I have to use to get these wires connected. So I bought this tool. This is like a wire stripper. I've never owned one of these before because I hate doing stuff like this. This is my least favorite thing to do ever. So it does allow you to measure the wire on your own, and you see how it'll, pretty much strip it for you like that, and it'll do it for the same. And like I said, it'll measure for you automatically, so you get the same pretty much the same measurement for the wires right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and check to make sure that this is gonna work up top here, because like I said, I'm not gonna cut this down until I know everything works. So hold on one second. All right, so we're gonna make sure this works before I wire it up. So don't need a rocket scientist for this. Red goes with red, black goes with black. Oh, there you go. Looks good? Looks good. Alright, so these are solder seal wires. All you have to do is basically put the wires in, and just basically get a lighter to heat this up, and it will pretty much combine the wires together. It's waterproof, and this seems to be the best way to reattach wires together. I hate doing stuff like this, so this is like my first time. I always pay someone to do stuff like this, but I'm too cheap right now, so we're gonna do it on our own. So I'll let you guys know how it is, and then I'll show you once it's done. All right, there's no water getting inside of this. I love this little connection guy, the little butt, whatever you call it.
You love a guy's little butt?
My wife thinks I said I love a guy's little butt. No, I did not say that. I said I love these little butts. These are called butts, I think. If they're not, then I'll fix it in the video. But yeah, this is perfect, guys. Oh man. Before I end the video, I want to show you some of the tools, accessories, and the lighting strip that I chose. This is the wire stripper. This is a 3-in-1, so you can use this for stripping. You can also use the cut wires. AWG is American wire gauge, so 10 through 24. And then you can also use this for crimping. Now, here's what I'll say. For $17, this is a good tool to have in your arsenal. I don't like to deal with wiring, but this is just going to make life a lot more easier. So I strongly recommend, if you are, looking for something, just to have in case you might need it, this is something I would definitely just have in your toolbox. Now, because you're going to have to connect wires together, you're going to need a good corrosion and waterproof solution for this. Okay, so these shrink butts do have solder in them, so this is probably the best seal you're going to get, in my opinion. Obviously there could be something else out there, but based off my research, this is what I purchased. Now, this isn't the exact one that I purchased. I can't find it. I don't have the time to look for it. So this is a 120 piece. You can get a 150 piece for the same price for what I bought. I think mine was PIMOYS. So if you want to look up that name, PIMOYS, 150 piece solder seal wire connector. It had 150 piece for the same price. I've had pretty good success with Lippert components for the most part, with the exception of these LED strips. These do not last long. Now, when I say they don't last long, there's like a rubber seal over the lights and over the board to protect it from the elements. For some reason, the back LED strip that I just replaced that you saw in the video, that LED strip only lasted 2 years, and it was corroded. I should have showed it to you in the video, but it was actually corroded on one of the connectors. And so I don't understand how that happened, but I also just checked my front awning, the strip that's below it, and it's starting to like deteriorate. So that little rubber seal that they have is like just kind of falling off, and the same thing goes on the front cap. Now, I can expect those strips to kind of break down a little bit quicker because they're getting hit by the force of the wind and bugs and things like that, but these are on the side, so unless a bird is like nipping at them or something, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense why they're already going out. So for me, this is a lot of money. $126 or $147 is the list price. These should be like $60 to $80 because I feel like they should be better quality. They should last a lot longer compared to what I'm getting out of them. So if you don't care to have the changing lights and stuff, I guess this is a good option for you. If you would like something a little bit more advanced, boogielights.com has some pretty cool stuff. You can really, dress up your RV. You can put lights on the bottom of it. You can put them in the awnings, and they can all pretty much change the colors, things like that. I'm not into this type of stuff. I don't like to bring attention on myself, so I wouldn't do this. I mean, nothing wrong and nothing against anyone that does this, but just for me, I just like the just normal lights that I have. Now, I would say I would like to have lights on the bottom, because I've heard from a lot of campers that this does deter mice. So in the comment section, let me know if that's the case, because if that's true, I might do this upgrade, because I think it would be kind of cool to deter mice in my RV. All right, guys, this is the moment of truth. We're going to turn the awnings on. Uh-oh. There you go. Oh, there you go. There you go. So they work. Perfect. So that took me, what, 15 minutes? Not bad at all. So I just soldered the wires together using that little connection. I used this little guy. I just got this at a gas station, and it worked perfectly. Easy to hold in your hands, easy to ignite, in and out. But on that note, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope it was helpful. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon.